Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Advising with Dr. Lyles. I'm your host, Dr. Lyles. My co-host, Dr. McCarley, is currently backstage with our guest. Today, we have a very special treat for you as three brave parents are here to talk about their children with disabilities and concerns about physical activities. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and my son Jacob was born with Down syndrome. He is 8 years old. I am a single mother, and at times this can be even more difficult given Jacob's disability. He is currently in elementary school, and I'm worried about how he will fit in to the different aspects of the school environment. I am most concerned about how he will adapt to the physical activity classes and how he will fit in that environment.
Hello, I'm Ashley, and this is my husband, Carl Jansen, and we are the parents of Tyler Jansen.
Our son Tyler Johnson was diagnosed at age 2 with moderate cerebral palsy.
When our son was born, he was a healthy baby and he was very active. We didn't notice anything until he was 6 months old. He didn't roll over and he didn't crawl. And we also noticed that his legs were very stiff.
Currently, our son goes to Franklin High School, and he has a very strong heart, and he's smart. He's doing well in school, but unfortunately, when it comes to sports, his teachers won't let him get involved because they're too afraid that he would get hurt, or they're too afraid that his disability is too severe for him to even participate with the other children in high school.
These are very common concerns to have from a school standpoint. And as a whole, schools need to do a better job of implicating programs that cater to the needs of children with disabilities. And I have some notes down here. I said, when looking at the child's individual needs, you guys as parents need to be able to understand the content of the PE programs and be able to determine whether the school provides enough physical activity.
He comes home every night complaining to us about how his teachers won't let him participate in school.
So we just want to know what kind of activities or programs that he can participate in within the high school. We also want to know what we can do as parents to help him and motivate him.
Now, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, Tyler will definitely experience limitations because of his disability, but the main one that we will focus on today will be inadequate muscle control. Now, there is all types of equipment, adaptive equipment out there, such as Velcro straps that will assist with his grip, so therefore the rate of injury will be lowered.
Okay, so there's programs like Special Olympics that provide sports activities and competition worldwide to people of all ages with both intellectual and physical disabilities. It incorporates a divisioning system which allows athletes and teams of similar abilities to compete against one another. It provides training for coaches, sports-specific instruction manuals, weekly practices, and seasonal competitions. It also organizes competition of every level, like local, state, regional, national, and international.
Now, are there any other questions you guys have for me today involving limitations or benefits from exercise or physical activity?
Since Jacob has Down syndrome, I have read a lot about it, and I have found that some authors worry about the exercise capacity of people with Down syndrome. I read that there is the possibility that his heart is unable to increase its rate appropriately when he is physically active, so I am concerned he will not be able to sustain any physical activity that is too intense. I just want to know in what ways will Jacob benefit from exercise, because after reading this information, I am hesitant to let him participate.
Now, Sarah, this is a very popular question, and I prepared notes just for it. Now, it says here, children with disabilities, just like any other child, needs the opportunity to participate in physical activities to benefit their physical health and psychological well-being. More specifically, children with autism, Down syndrome, intellectual disabilities, and children with special health care needs. It has also been shown that children with intellectual disabilities can also benefit from the participation in physical activities. In a study on children with intellectual disabilities, members on the Special Olympics who participated in a structure strengthening program for 3 months, twice a week, improved in the force generated by one repetition in several muscle groups. However, it's important to see a physician so that they can perform pre-participation examinations, or PPE, that help with suggesting suitable sports for children with disabilities. PPEs look into many factors to help decide what sport will be best for the child. The factors can include child interest, what the family is able to afford, and what activities the child will be most successful in because of their disability. Now, before we wrap up the show, I have a video clip to show you guys of a former guest and her daughter who has Down syndrome celebrating the fact that she just made the cheerleading team for her school, which is a very beautiful thing.
You got on video?
Yeah.
Okay, we're fixing to check the number, see if you made it. What's your number?
28.
28. Okay, so let's look.
I made it.
You made it.
Oh my
I
God!
made it.
You're a cheerleader! You made it! What are you? A cheerleader! Oh my gosh, just like your sisters! All three of y'all! What number was Elizabeth?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our show. And I just want to give a special thanks to Carl, Ashley, and Sarah for coming in today and sharing their stories with us. And I also want to give a special thanks to my co-host, Dr. McCarley. And last but not least, I want to thank you guys for joining us today and to all my viewers around the world for tuning in.